Hi, I'm Johnman, or Johnman Spray Can as I'm known across various social media channels. Lockdown's had quite a significant effect really on my work and my output. Obviously as an artist I work from home sort of all the time anyway, but I've a 3-year-old boy, and I've now sort of found myself in a position where, as well as being a father, I sort of have to be a sort of full-time teacher, best friend, and yeah, that sort of made concentrating on artwork, let's say, very difficult. I had a full calendar of exhibitions planned through the years, sort of various sort of standard interior design exhibitions, that sort of thing. I did my first one at the beginning of March, which was my sort of first exhibition of the year. I'm based in Dublin, and we'd had our sort of first case, I think, of COVID-19 at the same time that exhibition sort of happened, and there was a bit of sort of hysteria just sort of starting to brew. And I think that sort of had a significant impact on the visitor numbers at that exhibition. So that was sort of a bit disappointing. The sort of turnout at the at the whole sort of exhibition itself, and visitor numbers to my stand. So yeah, that was a sort of a disappointing start to what was a sort of something I was very excited about. And then very shortly after that, we went into lockdown. I was very lucky that I got a commission just as we did go into lockdown, so that sort of kept the sort of pennies rolling in. But as I said, sort of keeping my little 3-year-old boy busy, I sort of was concentrating that on that sort of just on the evenings and that sort of thing, when I was able to sort of find the headspace to give it the time that it deserved. But in fairness, there's been a lot of sort of positives as well. There was an artist, Matthew Burrows, who came up with an idea called the Artist Support Pledge. That's something that went viral globally, something I took advantage of myself, where you use the hashtag Artist Support Pledge. You post works of art that are £200, dollars, whatever your currency is or less. And then the pledge is that when you hit £1,000 in sales, that you then spend £200 on another artist's work under the pledge. So that was sort of successful for me. I've got a couple of pieces of artwork purchased under the pledge, which is nice, and sort of got some some sales out of it as well. So that's proved useful. And also then just sort of I've sort of relentlessly been pushing my work on social media. Transport for London were kind enough to share some of my work. I do a lot of my work sort of using or painting on British train tickets, so that was good. I got a few sort of bits of interest through that. And then of course there's been Andy's virtual Cheltenham Paint Festival. Obviously the Cheltenham Paint Festival was something that I think a lot of urban artists look forward to. Those that have been fortunate enough to be accepted to paint there would always look forward to it. It's a huge I guess social gathering of a sort of close knit urban art community. And I think the sort of main positive of Andy, the director of the paint festival, sort of bringing this virtual version to fruition, has just kept that sort of sense of community amongst the artists going. We've all had a lot of banter kind of doing our pieces. There's one particular artist who sort of once he's finished his piece at the festival, just can't help himself going and finding a few other walls and painting a few other pieces, and he did that as part of the virtual festival. We sort of did the piece that Andy had allocated him, and then just kind of did a few more sort of for the crack. So that was entertaining, and just as artists as well, we enjoy each other's friendship. We also enjoy seeing each other's work. So just being able to see all the pieces that your sort of friends and fellow artists have created was a really nice thing to do. I think sort of me personally, it sort of gave me a bit of a challenge with my own sort of Photoshop abilities. I can paint something on the side of a wall, but to then create something digitally and make it look like it's painted on the side of a wall was a challenge, and one that I always like to learn new things and gain new skills. So I had to sort of first create my artwork digitally, then put it on the wall, and the photo of the wall that I'd got was sort of cast in shadow, and just making the piece kind of look realistic as opposed to something that was just photoshopped on top was difficult, but something that I enjoyed rising to the challenge. And I think the other sort of benefit that it gave me as an artist was it just sort of gave me that prod to bring an idea to life. I start off with these little ideas, and I'll collage together the source material that I need. So I sort of set about doing that. And oh, Sam, no, please, I'm working at the minute. Just give me 2 minutes, and then I can finish this, okay? So will you go back to your telly and I'll finish this?
Who are you talking to?
Well,